Okay, buddy. Starting to roll.
Stop number 25 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Dover Downs International Speedway, back to the Monster Mile for the running of the Peak Antifreeze 400 as we are set for 60 laps of racing around the track known as the Monster Mile. It's also known as White Lightning as well, too, due to the changing over to concrete back in 1995 on this very racetrack here. And it's also very, very fast as well, too. Speeds upwards of over 160 miles an hour, the order of the day here at Dover. So here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole, it's Quentin Moore for the second race in a row. He started from the pole at Richmond, if you remember the last race on the tour. Quentin will start from the pole. He'll be alongside the man who won the first time he was at Richmond this season. Is Austin Reed, number 6, Folgers Ford. He starts on the outside. Second row is Dylan Young at number 2, in his Pontiac. He's alongside number 14, Kev Shearer in the Copenhagen Oldsmobile, going for the Dover Sweep. He won the last time he was here. Third row, Joshua Osborne at number 19 and number 27, Raphael LeDuc in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Next round is number 18. That is the Slim Fast Chevrolet of Benjamin Miles, winner this season at the Brickyard 400. He is flanked by number 12, Ryan Brommer in the Ray Bestis Buick. Row 5 has Seth Cohen, 52, and number 70, James Sykes. Next row down has number 42, Kyle Matthews, and number 1, I should say, Trent Dunham. Matthews won the season at Rockingham, the first race he was here over there at Rockingham. And Dunham has won twice this season. He won the first Darlington race. He also won at the second Bristol race, the night race. Next row, Stephen Cologne in 57 and number 75. That's Mitchell Hodak. He'll be going to the 22 car next season. Next row down is number 43, Mike Becker. He'll stay in this car next season, the 43 STP machine. He'll be alongside Preston Plord, number 10, the Purelator Chevrolet. Next row down is number 21, Reggie Fogelman, the Sitco Ford, and number 94, Dylan Poteet in the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. Next row, number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, number 3 in points coming in this event. He is in a 4-time winner this season so far. He's alongside Caleb Fogler, who finally broke through with a big victory last race in the tour at Richmond, the Public Supermarkets Ford, car number 90. Next row down is number 25, Colin Cropley in the Kodiak Chevrolet, 2-time winner season so far. He won at Bristol, and he also won the Daytona 500 this season. Next row down alongside of him is number 73, Cody McGurk. Next row down is number 11, Keith Batson, and number 71, Charles Sanford. Next row is number 5, Phil Parker, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and number 4, William Bruck. Both of them carry in-car cameras in today's race. Next row down is number 8, the Snickers Buick, and Noah Sewell, and beside him will be number 30. That's the man who won the second Michigan race this season. It is Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down is number 8. Next row is number 28. Excuse me. That is Jackson Haywood in the Texaco Haviland Ford. He's alongside number 98, Laura Chung. Next row is 66, Harrison Ponder, and number 89, Daniel Silla. Next row down is number 7, that is Aubrey Scott, and number 17, Nathan Orman, 2-time winner this season so far. Next row down has number 33, that is Amanda Evans, and 20, Eric Monaco, and starting shotgun is Nori Miyazaki in 83, and the 26 car of Alexander Rowe in the Quaker State Buick. We mentioned William Brock and Phil Parker will have 2 of our in-car cameras. Our third camera will be will be riding inside the car of Kyle Matthews. This will be our 3 cameras in today's running of the Peak Antifreeze 400. So with that said, here's the command to fire the engines for today's race here at Dover.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Command given to fire engines as we're separating here today as the pace car leaves the field off the pit road for the pace side. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Field heading through turns number 3 and 4 right now here at Dover as the pace car will make its way on the pit road here to begin this Peak Antifreeze 400 at Dover Downs International Speedway here. Quentin Moore and Austin Reed will lead them to the green flag. A pair of Fords on the front row. Dylan Young and Kev Shearer and Joshua Osborne rounds out the top 5 as the green flag flies. We're underway at Dover. Quentin Moore, like he did at Richmond, had a rocket ship in practice here, and let's just hope this time for Quentin he does not suffer mechanical problems like he did at Richmond early on in the race while he was leading under caution and blew his chances at victory here. He felt like he had the only car that probably could have run with Caleb Fogler and Austin Reed that very day at Richmond, but it's a whole new race today at Dover, and we'll see what happens in this particular event. Austin Reed second position. Third is now Dylan Young. Then it's Osborne and Benjamin Miles, the top five. Miles, the winner of the season at the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. And Seth Cole, you remember the points gain he had at Richmond, the last race in the Tour, when after Quentin had his problems, and Seth came out with a top five finish in that event at Richmond. That brought the points lead down from 133 down to about 70 in that event. After that event, or if not that, maybe less than 70. I'm actually not sure on that. 3 wide off turn number 4. Cole Deaver, Ryan Brommer, and Rafaela Duke getting 3 wide right now, and then LeDuc's now going to be vulnerable in the 3 wide racing here at Dover. And here in this stage of the race. He's caught up on a high side right now. Colin Cropley gets by him, and Cropley leaning up on both Keith Batson and Dylan Poteet. Batson gets by now, number 11, now comes up behind the other red car, the 12 car of Ryan Brommer. And whoa, Preston Plore just cuts right in front of the 75 of Mitchell Hodak. Hodak now trying to make a move to the inside of the 70 car of James Sykes, as Rafaela Duke still cannot find an inside lane to put himself back in. Riding with Kyle Matthews in car number 42, running right now in 10th position. Up ahead of him, Mike Becker in 9th. Here, the RPMs, they are turning such high RPMs here in Dover, but you think this is a nightmare. Wait till we go to Martinsville next on the tour. That's the view from Kyle Matthews' point of view right there, the number 42 machine, and there's the look from William Brock's car number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. 24 is running at right now in his machine. Up ahead of him is the 66 car of Harrison Ponder, and the 28 car of Jackson Halen, and the 8 of Noah Sewell. Look at the RPMs they're turning right there. You think they're turning high RPMs right now here at Dover. Wait till we go to Martinsville next on the tour. See the RPMs down to about 83, 8400 right there, coming up in the middle of 3 and 4 right there, and down about up to about 9300 going into turn number 1. Lap speed you saw right there, the fast lap right there, 163, 164 miles an hour out of several cars here at over 164. I saw 165. That was Colin Cropley. His fast lap of the race so far. And right now, and there's the man who's leading them all, Quentin Moore. Let's check the fast lap race so far. And I think it is Cropley. It is at 165, 153. Quentin Moore has only the 10th fast lap at 164, 639. But so far, caution-free here at Dover. Kev Shear to the inside lane. Tries to get past the 6 car of Austin Reed, and he's got it. So move Kev up into 2nd place. Kev Shear won the last time he was here at Dover. His only victory this season. One of 16 different drivers who's won this season. Stephen Coloni up to make a 17 here, and same with Quentin Moore. They're one of those two trying to make a 17 this season. Joshua Osborne now inside here, trying to take 4th position away, and give a call to the 21 car. How about Reggie Fogelman, the Citgo Ford, up there in the top 10? Seth Cole trying to make a move to the inside lane, trying to make it 3 wide into turn number 3, as Reggie just about pushes Benjamin Miles way up on the high side of the track. In fact, he does push Benjamin Miles up on the high side. Benjamin squeezes in between Fogelman and Dylan Young. And Cologne's going to take second position, and now Osborne goes inside of Shear, trying to get past Kev, and here comes number 6. That is the car of Austin Reed. So you got a bunch of these cars all bunched up right there. Dylan Young, Benjamin Miles, Cole Deaver, and Dylan Poteet all up on the high side of the track here. As you watch Matthews and Cropley both go to the inside lane, trying to advance a few spots here as Kyle does so. And well, I should say Trent Dunham and Mike Becker come off turn number 4 right there, but they managed to keep the handle on both these race cars. Becker right now running in 9th position, trying to take 8th away from Seth Cole. In fact, they actually picked up a couple spots, so Becker up to 7th place. Seth gets back past the 43 car, tries to now as they come off turn number 2 and now into turn 3 here. Colin Cropley now gets past Dunham up in the top 10 now in the 25 car. Cropley, the defending winner here at Dover. The last time he was here for the second Dover race last season. That was his first victory, I think, ever in this series. I think he may have won one before that. I'm not sure, but Keith Batson now getting by Cole Deaver as they go through turns number 3 and 4 right now. See where that puts Batson now in the 11 car. He is up to now the 14th position. Make that 13th now as he gets past Matthews in the 42 car. Check out on Caleb Fogler in the number 90 car. Fogler, of course, remember last race on the tour at Richmond, he was the winner of that event, dominated that event at Richmond, I should say. Finally getting himself a big victory of the season right there. And I think he originally said he was not going to run this series anymore. Originally, after last season, when he drove the, ironically, I think he's driving the car that he's about ready to pass right now, that number 10 car. He drove that last season. And Brommer's going to get together with Kyle Matthews, and around goes the 12 car. Kyle Matthews is around here. Rafael Leduc got a piece of it, and Owen Fitzwater spins off turn number 2, and he hits the wall. Nori Miyazaki also involved. There's James Sykes in the 70. I think he got a piece of it. Daniel Silla, Phil Parker, Aubrey Scott. And there's Brommer, the number 12 Buick, and he had a really good run. He had qualified well in this event. And then it all falls down for the number 12 team here. Take a look as to what happened to Ryan Brommer in car number 12. Gets right into Dylan Young, bounces off Matthews, off Matthews again, and then bounces off Matthews again this time, and then gets down in the wall right there going on the apron track, then just turns the 42 car right into the wall, and here comes Rafael Leduc, had nowhere to go but right into each other. There's where Sykes got into it. Nathan Orman gets involved. Nori Miyazaki crashed into him there. Daniel Silla got involved. So did Phil Parker. So did the 7 car of Aubrey Scott. He got a piece of it as well, too. But for Kyle Matthews, the day is over for the number 42 team as Noah Sewell comes off of pit road. 35 miles an hour on pit road here at Dover Downs International Speedway. There's Rafael Leduc. He got a piece of it as well, too, in the 27 car. So under caution for the first time here at Dover Downs International Speedway, Quentin Morris, your leader, will be back in a moment. One lap till we go back to green flag racing here. As we have got 6 cars out of race here. Kev Shearer, somehow he got involved in the crash or there, and he in a crash, or must have been the crash that involved the Zachary Fitzwater automobile, and that knocked Kev right out of the race, unfortunately for him. So so his chance for a Dover sweep has gone out the window after qualifying very well in 4th position here this race. Nathan Orman also out. Kyle Matthews also out. That's been pretty much the story of Matthews' this season, except for a few good runs, obviously, and that win at Rockingham. But that'll put him 35th in the final running order when that end of the race comes. Ryan Brommer out of the race as well, too. So is Aubrey Scott, and so is Nori Miyazaki. 6 cars out of the running here. 32 cars remain in this race, and 30 of them on the lead lap. The 2 cars that are not on the lead lap are the 27 of Rafaela Duke and the 8 car of Noah Sewell. It is Quentin Moore, your leader, on lap number 28 when this race restarts. Stephen Cologne is 2nd position. 3rd is Austin Reed. 4th, Joshua Osborne, and Reggie Fogelman running in 5th. Austin Reed trying to move to the outside lane right there. He gets past the 27 car. Meantime, the 8 car holding up the outside lane right there. Seth Cole and Mike Becker is among the others here. Joshua Osborne and the 21 car, Reggie Fogelman, all of them got by, and whoa, several cars just cluttered up. Cole Deaver and Mitchell Hodak saying, "Let's go, guys. Let's get out of this hornet's nest." And a hornet's nest is indeed on the backstretch here at Dover. Preston Blord trying to weave his way through traffic in that number 10 car. Running right now 15th in the running order right now, up ahead of William Brock in car number 4. And Harrison Ponder, 66 car, he moves moving his way around Caleb Vogler, and now moves his way around Joshua Osborne in 19 as they go down into turn number 1 here. So Ponder up to 11th position, but how about Mitchell Hodak in the 75 car up to 10th place? And the Dinner Bell Food Line Oldsmobile running strong right now, as he's trying to see if he can get himself a solid finish here today. Cole Deaver and Keith Batson just up ahead of them. As you see right there, up ahead, Colin Cropley, Dylan Poteet, Reggie Vogelman, and the 18 car, Benjamin Miles. Miles right now running in 4th position. There's Cologne and Reed, 2nd and 3rd right now, all behind the leader, Quentin Moore. And I tell you, Austin Reed's not letting Quentin Moore get far ahead right now. And at 15 car here, 6,500ths of a second, the margin right now between the front 2 machines. See if Austin's going to close up any at all coming off turn number 4. And he does. It's 4,800ths of a second between the front 2 cars. So Austin Reed catching a sniff of the draft on that number 15 machine. So Austin appears to have a pretty darn good car right now in that Folgers Ford. Stephen Cologne looking strong right now in the 57 machine, the 3rd spot here. So you got red cars front 3 positions right now here at Dover after 34 laps. We're now down to 26 to go. Here in the Peak Antifreeze 400. Miles is in 4th, 5th is Vogelman, 6th is Poteet, Cropley is 7th, 8th right now. 8th is Deaver, 9th is Batson, and 10th is Harrison Ponder. Caleb Vogler right now running in 11th position with Mitchell Hodak running in 12th. In the meantime, Mike Becker and Joshua Osborne have all dropped back as well too. William Brock trying to move his way through the field as well too, as is the 26 car of Alexander Rowe, who started this race dead last in 38th, and it's up to 17th in the Quaker State Buick. That ride's still up for grabs next season as well too, obviously, the Quaker State machine. Eric Monaco running in 18th position. 19th is Preston Board in a battle for 20th between Jackson Haywood and Seth Cole. Trent Dunham in 22nd position. 23rd right now is Zachary Fitzwater. There's Amanda Evans and Phil Parker going at it. The 33 and the 5 cars. Parker running 24th this year on board with Phil Parker. Trying to get what he can position-wise here as far as after being in an earlier wreck here, the only wreck we've had so far today, where he, Kyle Matthews, and many others, and some others got involved. Parker, a winner twice so far this season. He won the first Pocono race, and he also won the first Atlanta race this season as well, too, in that number 5 car. That car will have Tide as a sponsor next season as well, too. The sponsor currently held by Nathan Orman's machine, the number 17 machine. And Cole Deaver in a very vulnerable spot right there as he was right in between both Benjamin Miles and Colin Cropley. And now Cropley falls behind Dylan Poteet in the 94 car. Now moves Poteet up to 4th. But here comes Cropley down the low side. Off that 4th turn right there, and Cropley ducks inside here. He's got Harrison Ponder behind him in a 66 machine. And Cropley says, out of the way, Poteet, and he moves inside, takes the position away. And problems for Austin Reed in the 6th car. He's got problems. Oh, Austin Reed, number 6 car, from 2nd place on pit road in the Folgers Ford, and it will bring the car to the attention of his crew. And 35 miles around pit road under green flag pit stops. That is a killer here at Dover Downs International Speedway. And he will for sure drop a lap down, maybe more, if there is a problem other than something that will knock him out of the race. And the Folgers crew goes to work on that car. Reed comes in his race in the top 10 on the points chase, so trying to solidify himself a spot in the top 10 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series standings. And Reed having one of his best, having probably the best season, having definitely the best season ever in a series. As we discussed at Richmond, it was a run that started at about this time last season, where they started getting some good runs in, but no victory came last season. That was until, as we mentioned, the first Richmond race where he won. And Austin gets back out on gets back on the track though, but he has now unfortunately fallen 2 laps down in 32nd position. As Rafael Duke has gone by, now it's about to be put a 3rd lap down. So here comes Quentin Moore on the outside, and now Austin trying to is now back behind the car he was chasing a while back. But now the difference is now Austin's 2 laps down. Now in the new 2nd place runner now is Stephen Colon in the 57 car, with Cropley in 3rd position. 4th is Cole Deaver, and 5th is Harrison Ponder. 6th right now is Reggie Fogelman at 21 car, getting a real good run here today for the Wood Brothers machine. The 7th place right now is Caleb Bogart. 8th is Joshua Osborne. 9th is Mike Becker, and Alexander Rowe, the 26 car, from 38th to 10th right now. That Quaker State Buick is a very, very fast piece of equipment so far. Now, say if he keeps this run up very well right there, he'll probably be excited when we hit the Martinsville next on the tour for the Goodies Body Paint 500. And Austin Reed now holding up Harrison Ponder as you see several cars going the inside lane here. Reggie Fogelman now trying to go inside of Cole Deaver in the 3 car, but Cole says, no way, Reggie, that's my spot. Closing up on 10 laps to go right now as we completed the 49th lap of this race here in the 60-lap race. And you see this 27 car of Rafael Duke right now. Rafael running in 30th position right now. He is currently 2 laps down in 30th position. He has gotten past Noah Sewell for position. But way ahead, 2.3 seconds ahead, is this man, Quentin Moore. Boy, can he finally pull one off this season. He's been so close so many times. Looked like he had a lot of confidence going into Richmond, and then all of a sudden it all fell down from the mechanical problems. And now he's hoping and praying his Motorcraft Ford will stay together in his final 8.5 laps. He won some races last season though, but the first win still eludes him here in season 34. And for Stephen Colon, his chances are getting dimmer and dimmer at this point here, and same with everybody else behind him. Harrison Ponder up to third position now in the 66 machine. Then it's Caleb Boger, and how about Mike Becker sneaking his way into the top 5 now? And here comes 26 car Alexander Rowe to the left side as he tries to get underneath Joshua Osborne. This was the car that Osborne drove last season, the 26 car. Now the 19 machine, and it's not been as good a car for Joshua this season, but still trying to see, and he's had some good runs there in the late stages of the season. Joshua right now currently running in 7th position at this point here at Dover. We'll make that 8th as Rowe got past him. Trying to keep ahead of Reggie Fogelman in car number 21. Keith Batson currently anchoring the top 10 in 11th position, in 10th position, car number 11. He'll be back with the 28 car next season in this series. Coming down for now 4 laps to go here at Dover. Quentin Moore, the Motorcraft Ford, car number 15. The 1990 Morgan Shepherd colors here. He'll be back with this ride next season as well, too, since that was a Morgan Shepherd car also in 1991. Except it'll be an all-red Motorcraft Ford probe here, or Motorcraft Ford Thunderbird, excuse me. Here, for those of you who don't know what the Ford probes was, they were the cars that was used in sports car racing and drag racing at that same time. But Quentin Moore, I'll tell you what, after the disaster he had at Richmond with that mechanical failure right there, this will be a big points pick-me-up for him. Considering also that number 2 driver in the points, Seth Cole, currently right now 16th in the order, and 3rd place in the points, Cole Deaver, is 15th. So the shoe is now on the other foot now, or I should say the shoes are now on the other feet between Seth and Cole Deaver and Seth Cole now, since they were the ones who benefited from Quentin Moore's mechanical failure, and now Quentin Moore is benefiting from his 2 points rivals. Now running middle of the pack here as Daniel Sillis up ahead, and I hope Quentin hopes he does not get the 89 car doesn't give him any trouble. The white flag's wave right now, and Quentin muscles his way past the 89 car, puts him a lap down. But all the sorrow, the agony, and close, but yet so far, win number 1 finally comes this season for Quentin Moore. He wins the Peak Antifreeze 400 at Dover. It is his first victory this season. The Motorcraft Ford goes to victory lane for the first time, and he becomes the 17th different winner this season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, and will further extend his points lead in the points standings here this season. Caleb Boger comes home 2nd position. 3rd will go to Stephen Colon. 4th to Mike Becker, and Keith Batson moved up into 5th position. 6th will go to Alexander Rowe after starting 38th to 6th. What a ride for that 26 Quaker State team. Reggie Fogelman, a solid day for him, comes home in 7th place. Dylan Poteet gets a top 10, finishes 8th. Harrison Ponder 9th, and how about Mitchell Hodak, 10th place for that 75 team. And you can bet his team will get some pats in the back after this race as well, too. Joshua Osborne with an 11th place run here. Eric Monaco, we haven't talked about him at all today. He's another driver who started back in the pack. He started back in about 36, I believe, in this race, and he ends up finishing 12th. Colin Cropley, 13th. Seth Cole, 14th. Benjamin Miles, 15th. Laura Chung, 16th. Cole Deaver, 17th. William Brock, 18th. Dylan Young, 19th. And 20th will go to Jackson Haywood. Rest of the finishing order here for you here. Phil Parker recovers from that spin. He ends up finishing 21st in the final running order. 22nd will go to Trent Dunham. 23rd, Preston Plord. 24th to Zachary Fitzwater. 25th, Charles Sanford. Cody McGurk. 26th, and Amanda Evans. James Sykes, Daniel Silla, and Rafael LeDuc, the top 30. Noah Sewell and Austin Reed were the last 2 cars to finish in this race. 31st and 32nd in the final running order here. Tiebreak for Austin Reed. He was running second when something happened to his car that forced him a green flag pit stop, and that unfortunately knocked him out of contention in today's event here. 32 cars finished this race, and 28 of them finished on the lead lap. Cars out of race here are unfortunately Kev Shearer, Nathan Orman, Kyle Matthews, Ryan Brommer, Aubrey Scott, and Nori Miyazaki were the cars finished out of the race here at Dover. Average speed 140.872 miles an hour, and Quentin Moore finally gets his first victory of the season as he wins the Peak Antifreeze 400. I think it's his first victory at Dover. I think too. He may correct me on that one, but yeah. But if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in our races. We got gaming videos. We got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA says, gold stars to have for this channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. If you want in on future seasons of Seth's series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going on that. Also, be sure to check out our other channels that is NNSCRA offline. That channel being X867 by 39858X and Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. Be sure to subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff as well too, and also the channel that he does with Kyle Matthews called We the Coasters. If you are a roller coaster / theme park enthusiast, then that channel's the channel for you. So subscribe to that channel for some good stuff as well too, and also subscribe to this channel you're watching right here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some good stuff as well too. So that will do here today at Dover. For now, this is James Qualls. Has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 11 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Martinsville for the Goodies Body Paint 500.